Today we are going to look at something called, share my screen first so that you can see it very well. Okay. Is my screen visible to everyone? Just give me a thumbs up if you're seeing my screen. Let me know that you're seeing it.
It is visible.
Okay, very good. So today we are going to look at something different, but again, into trading, because we're into trading. So we're going to look at something called how to earn more money with crypto, basically with Royal Q. Or you could easily frame it in the easiest way. Why don't we earn what we expect to earn? Why do we make losses when we are trading? Why do we get little profits when we are trading? Why don't we reach our expectations? Remember, trading crypto is just like any other business. You must know when to buy. You must know what to buy. You must know how to buy it. You must know when to sell it. You must know where to sell it. So it's just like any other business. Don't think it's something that came from the moon or no. It is something that we are dealing with on a daily basis, and it's a business just like any other business. So you have to bring the concept of what you're doing and then copy it into trading crypto. So you must ask yourself, why am I not making profits? That's a question to all of us. You expected $10 and you got 2. You wanted 100 and you got 50. So why? That is the reason. So one of the things that we don't make much profits in trading is limited capital. So we have to work on our capital. Capital is key in this business. The more capital you have, the higher the profit returns, or the higher the profit you will get. Vis-a-vis, you have a good strategy. If you have more capital with less strategy, with no strategy, then it will be useless. So you must have the capital on one hand, and then you must have the strategy on the other hand. So capital is key. This is point number 1 in trading crypto. You cannot lie yourself that you will turn $100 to be 1,000 in a month. Impossible. Impossible. So the higher the profit, the higher the capital, the higher the profits. Simple. Just like any other, as I told you, just like any other business that we do. You must work on your capital. There are many ways you can improve your capital. That will be a topic for another day. How to grow your capital, how to grow your account, how to grow your profits. That will be another. But for now, this is the thing that you have to look at the moment, because that's another huge topic that we have to give another presentation on its own. However, I'm just giving you a baseline of what you should look at when you want to improve when you're working on your profits or your trades. You should work on capital. That is one of the reasons we don't have good profits in trading. You trade for a month, you have $100, you have profit of $10 or $15. That is 15% of your capital. Is good. But imagine if you had 1,000, how much could you have made? So always put that in that picture. That if I can make 200, if I can make $50 with $200, what if I had 1,000? You should think big. That will give you a perspective of how much money you could make if you had a huge amount of capital. That will push you to go to improving your capital base. So with much capital, we can do a lot of things with much capital. You can open up margin calls, as you can see. Margin calls, 10 margin calls are here. So you can see, I got this from one of my friends, one of my downliners. I was shocked. So you can see that you have capital, you can have enough margin calls. You can buy the coin, and you see, very well controlled. So capital does this. Capital does this. You can look at the level of the current price and the average price where they are. So it was a huge compress with the capital. You can really control this coin very well if you have good capital. So capital does that. You can have more margin calls. You can buy when the coin dips. You can, you can do a lot of things with capital. Number two, you can buy different coins, pairs. Remember, I have now we are mostly trading with USD here, but we have other pairs also, other base coins. We have BTC and Ethereum, and they have a number of coins in them. So you can decide to split your money into segments. Let me trade USDT with $1,000. Let me trade BTC with another $1,000. Let me trade Ethereum pairs with another 1,000. So with the capital, with good capital, you can do a lot of things. You can divide it as you want. So this is what capital does, that you have a huge basket of things to do. Not like if you have 200, 300, 1,800, this you can stick to one pair only. So we have here a challenge of capital versus profits. If you look here, these are different capital profits. So I think someone tell me what's the meaning of warehouse. If I say warehouse, just inbox me and let me know what the meaning of warehouse. If I say warehouse, what do I mean? Or just unmute yourself and tell me what warehouse means. Let me go back to the chat so we can see what we were saying here. Warehouse means what? Anyone who knows what warehouse means? Okay.
Me, in my own words or in the Royal True words?
Okay.
You want it in my own word, in the English words, or in Royal True terms?
In the Royal Q, because I use the word in the Royal Q. It's in Royal Q. If they say trade in
Okay.
one in the warehouse, what do they mean?
I thought you meant that in layman's language, how you understand by it. Anyway, all warehouse mode, I think it is when the robot buys and it keeps all what it has bought and sells at once.
Very good, very good, very good. Very good. So what I mean by a whole warehouse, these are the first buying amount. First buying amount and the first 4 margin calls, because these are said to be one margin call, or it's a one call. That is the first until the 4th margin call. So assuming someone has this amount of money there as his capital, you can see if you have your capital as $50 and you're selling at 2%, your 4 margin calls were picked properly. You are picked properly, the 4 margin calls were taken, and the coin sells at 2%, you will get $1. If the coin sells at 3%, you get this amount. If the coin sells at 5%, you will get $2.5. That is if your capital is $50. It may reach that much or no, because it depends on the assets you've collected. That is but at least this is what we expect to get from that trade. Someone with $100, we are talking about the effect of capital. Now we are comparing capital, limited capital, with other huge amount of capital. If your capital is $100 and you sell at 2%, your 4 margin calls were picked. That is the warehouse. All the margin calls are taken. You'll get 2%, $2. If you sell at 3%, you'll get $3. And if you sell at 5, you get the $5. So you can see that the one with 100 cannot get the same profit with the one with $50. Okay, so the same applies to 200. If your capital is 200 and you sell at 2% profit, take profit, you get $4. 3% you get $6. 5% you get your $10. Are we together? So with 500 as your capital and it was put in the 4 margin calls, that is, you have around 3,000. This is okay, you can put it there. You have, if you sell at 2%, you get $10. If you sell at 3%, you get $15 profit. And at 5%, you get $25 profit. Very good. So you can see the difference between $50 as capital and 500. Because we are doing spot trading, we are taking little from the market. We don't stay there for a long time. That means you must have capital to get out with good profits, or you must do very many trades to accumulate your profits. Period. There's nothing like gambling or what. This is the standard settings of this business. Your capital is 1,000 and you sell at 2%, you'll get $20 in that trade. Assuming your 4 margin calls were taken and the 1,000 is there and split properly, you get at least $20 if you sell at 2%. If you sell at 3%, you'll get $30. And at 5%, at least you get $50, guaranteed. The same will look at $2,500. That is your capital. That is, if you put that in the first buying number or in the first in the warehouse, that means your capital is around 10,000 or 8,000. If your 4 margin calls have this amount of money, which means your capital is huge. So with 2%, you'll get $50 as profit. And with 3%, you'll get $75 as profit. With 5%, you'll get $125. So you can see that you can compare all these ones to these last 3. So if your capital is 5,000 in your warehouse, and you take 2% profit, you get $100. 2% only. One trade, $100 is there for you. If you take 3%, you get $150. And if you sell at 5%, you get $250 in one trade. That's it. And lastly, we have the big boys. I wish everyone was here. I wish we all get there. So if your first 4 margin calls have $10,000, I'm sure you could be having around $60,000 as your capital. Because the floating loss this can create, if you don't have this base capital, then it will be huge for you. If you sell at 2%, you get $200. And if you sell at 3%, you get $300. 5%, you get $500. So this is the effect of capital, or the benefit of capital. If you have capital, you can enjoy more profits and good trades than a person with limited capital. So this is the time, or this is when we should work on our capital base, that we have to increase our capital to get more profits. So these are some of the samples of people with at least some good profit rates, and probably they have good capital. So I wish every one of us can make at least this amount of money on a daily basis. This is good money. This is all good money. Anyone with this kind of trades every day, just give me a thumbs up. Anyone who got $100 yesterday or today? If you have $100, let me know so I can give an abnormal price to you. Okay, at least $50 every day. At least $50 is guaranteed. You can get it. That's good. That's good capital. $50 every day. Perfect. $30. Very good. Very good. So we should all work towards that. You should have a target. I want $25 every day. Guaranteed. I have to get it. Okay, that is good. So point number 2, why we fail to get much profits in the market. That point is upon every one of us. We have all been there. Greediness. You need to avoid being greedy. If you stop suffering, if you want to stop suffering stop being greedy. That's it. Take a little market, take a little profit from the market and get out. Okay. What do I mean by being greedy? They give a signal and they say take 2%. You didn't do a technical analysis of the coin. You didn't do anything. For you go in the signal and you put 3.5%. You don't even know where this coin is going, where it is coming from. At least they have given you 2%. And then for you put 3%, 3.5. That means your chances of your coin not being sold, or your chances of staying in the market for a longer time, is high. In fact, if they give a signal of 2%, I take 1.8. so that you can get out very fast. Number one, you have little assets. For example, if your capital is $100, why do you wait for 2%? Just take 1.8 and get out. Because this capital, if the coin goes down, it will take it and you don't have another money to buy. So better to start well, take a little and get out. Protect this money. Protect it, don't expose it just like that. If they say 2%, 2.5, take 2%. Take 2% and get out. Wait for another coin. But you put 2. And let me put 2.7. You fidget it there with your robot. Let me put 2.7. It will give it to me. But you didn't even know where the coin is. You don't even know where the coin is. You didn't make any measurement. So greediness is one point that is making us not make profits. Take little, but consistently. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Get $1, get $2, get $1, get $2. By the end of the day, you may have your $5 or $6, depending on your capital. If you wait for a huge amount of profits, I want 6%, 5%. My friend, you will be there floating, and you cry on the group. My money was, the coin is floating for a week. And some people said we are out. And for you say, no, it's still there because you put 3%. People took 2% and went out. So always, at least take something less than what they have given the signal. 1.8, 1.9. 0.2 doesn't add anything. 0.2 is not a huge thing, but at least you get the little and get out. 0.2, 0.3 less than what they give the signal is okay. Get out and wait for another signal. It will keep you moving. It will save you more time to be in the coin. So point number 2, we should avoid being greedy. That is one reason we are not making profits. We end up floating and we cry. Point number 1, we said capital is key. So we need to work on our capital so that we can make good profits. Point number 2, we should avoid being greedy when doing these trades. Take a little and get out. Point number 3, limited time or no time for crypto. People don't have time. They have their own other businesses. So the competition between trading crypto and other businesses or other sources of income has left most of us not getting good profits. Because you have another job, you set your robot with whatever you have, and then you leave it. You go away for 2 days, 3 days, don't even check on it. So that competition with other jobs or other sources of income has left most of us not getting profits. Why? We don't focus on the robot. We don't know why the robot bought. We don't know why the robot is not buying. We don't know why the robot is selling at this kind of profit. You don't know what even you set in the robot. You get the point? So the competition between other businesses we are doing or jobs and the crypto trading or the robot trading has left us with hanging in there with little profits, little money. So we have to work on those points. Okay, let's have a quick chat. Unmute yourself and tell me what you've gone through. If you have learned something, just let me know. What have you learned from the previous 3 points you have made? You can chat with me. Give me a thumbs up. We are together.
Hello. This is Sharif.
Yes, Sharif.
Thank you very much for your fruitful lesson. Now, for me, let me start with a point of being not greedy. I've liked it so much. It's better you get out of market in time because most signals are there. By the signals can come like 6 of them. Then you say, my God, why do you fight with one coin when signals are there? Sometimes those coins, they can disappoint you if you didn't set them well and other things. So it's better not to be greedy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, great. Another person, just tell us what you've learned from the previous presentations. 3 points we have. We have less capital, avoid being greedy, and competition, only no time for crypto trading. Before we go to that point.
Yes, Governor Emmanuel.
Yes, Emmanuel, tell me.
Thanks for this lesson. This is my first time to be here.
Great.
What I've learned, the higher the capital is, the more profits you gain.
Wonderful. That is great.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, you can start with whatever you have. We are not discouraging you, but start with the way, but have a plan to develop your account. That's what we're trying to talk about.
Okay,
Because
thank
no one here started with 5,000. No one started with 5,000. No. You start with 100, then have a plan to make it 300, have a plan to make it 700, have a plan to make it 1,000. This is the kind of phases that we grow our accounts. You get the point? So since you are new, Emma, just work on that. And then I don't know how much is your capital, but at least try to follow the trend. Don't even match capital one time is not good because you don't know how to trade. If you have 5,000 and you just come to market like that, then you may end up losing it. So better you start with, but have a plan to develop your account. Thank you, Emma. Another person with what? Did tell us what he has learned? You can chat, you can unmute yourself and tell us so that we can move forward. Okay, let's go back to our Zoom presentation. So point number 3 was competition between crypto and other sources of income. We have to balance them. Give people more time. It's a job on its own because it's giving you money. Give it time, learn it, understand it, be with it, check on it, check your robot, be friendly with the robot, it will deliver. Don't doubt it. Okay. So those are 3 points that we have looked at. Number 4, we have a point of proper robot settings or poor robot settings. That's another point. If you set robot properly, you get profits. If you do not set it properly, you will get losses. Assuming this person has $500 and he put all the money in the first buying amount, what will be next? What will be next? Floating loss if the coin goes against that person. I always tell people that trading without margin calls is bad manners. You should have at least 4 margin calls. You should have at least 4 margin calls. Trading without margin calls are bad manners. This is not the best way of trading. Okay. So this is one of the things. You have your capital $1,000 and you put 500 here. So can the 500 fight back this 500? If the coin goes by -8% dip, or it floats by -8, it will not. It will not. So poor robot settings. You need to understand how this robot works. You need to understand how these margin calls work. You need to understand what is the first buying amount. You have to know all the concepts before you go in that trade or use that robot. Take time. Ask those who have experience with it, so they'll help you out. So poor robot settings or proper robot settings don't make low profits in this business. Why? The robot does not buy as it's supposed to buy. Now look at this strategy. We have a signal here. They told us buy ADA, take profit is 2.5. This is the entry price. And they said the dip is going to be 3%. Called. And my friend, he put a drop of 2 here and said bought 2. He has a setting of $20 first buying amount. And then 3%, he said buy 2. So, and again, he said buy 1, and then he said buy here. They said they're going to dip 3%, but 3% is here. It ends here. You get the point. So what about these other 2? So this is not a strategy. This is not a strategy. So most of the money will be left. At least put 20% of your capital in these first 4 margin calls. Let it go with at least 2% or 2.5. Let it go. Then keep more money down in the sub-bid mode. Easy, 20%. But if the robot picks up to here, maybe it may even pick 2% and doesn't pick this call. It means to go with $40. Plus the other one is 50. That's it. So this seems like, so you need to understand, you need to have a strategy that is at least will help you get more profits in this business. So number 5, we have emotions. When I talk about emotions, some people think about my heart was broken, he left me there. No, I don't mean those kind of emotions. No. I'm talking about trade emotions, business emotions. Business emotions. And what are these business emotions? Here. Do not trade out of excitement. You close a trade with a good profit and you entered again the same trade without any technical analysis. That is one of the, those are emotions. Emotions can be, it can be happiness, it can be sadness, it might anything, any feeling that may force you to go into a trade without any reason. That is, those are emotions. I'll give you an example. Point number one is do not enter a trade out of excitement. You are trading a coin. It gave you 3%, right? And you, in your heart, you feel like you see that this coin is still going up. You get your money and put it back again. The moment you put it back again, it goes down. That is excitement because it gave you the previous profit. You thought it's going to give you another profit. That is excitement. That's one of the points. And point number two, do not sell coins at loss just because the coin is stuck or dipping more than you expected. We have a stuck coin and a dipping coin. A dipping coin is a coin which buys and sells, keeps on buying, the margin calls, goes down, it's playing. But a stuck coin may be in a position, it is not buying margin calls and it is not moving. Those coins can kind of frustrate all of us. You want it to buy, at least you know that the money is gone. When it comes back, it will pay you. It is not buying and it's not going up. But a coin cannot be stuck just within 2 days. No. A stuck coin can be in one position for a week. That's what we call a stuck coin. But a coin for 1 day, 2 days, that's not a stuck coin. It can move anytime. You get the point? So, and a dipping coin is okay because it is dipping, it is buying. So don't sell it at a loss because you think it is gonna float for a month or something. Give it time, be patient with the market. It will deliver, it will deliver. Then point number three, under emotions, do not invest money because you have a problem to solve the next day. Hey, kids are going back to school. Let me put this money for a week. And I reuse them. My friend, those kind of emotions can put you in floating loss and then the kids don't go back to school. Even what you have as capital will be taken away or you will sell at a loss. So put there the money that you feel you don't need in the next at least 1 month. It is little, but at least 1 month. You're okay with it. You get the point. You're okay with it. Because on average, you should give a coin at least, let me show you. If you go in a trade, you traded a coin, let me say, ADA. One second. If you ordered a trade, you went into ADA. What's happening this part? Okay. You went into ADA coin. At least give this coin 48 hours. Give it 48 hours on average. I've set this coin, let it go for 2 hours, for 2 days. Those are 2 days. If this coin delivers in 6 hours, perfect. If this coin delivers in 12 hours, very good. You have no tension because it has not gone beyond your target. On average, I expect to trade at least 10 to 12 coins in a month on average. So if I make these trades, that's my strategy. If I make these trades in a month, I'm okay. This is very good to me. So I don't put my expectation that I have to make 30 coins a day, a month, which means you trade every coin a day. That too, you get frustrations and you hate this business. So if I give it 10 to 12 coins a month, which means on average, each coin is 3 days or 2.5 days. 2.5 days. This coin may not sell. It may go beyond 3 days, but it has bought the margin calls. It is paying me. I count it as daily working. It is working. This will take me back to what is my profit ratio per trade. I'll give an example. If I want $10 in a trade and I buy one coin now, it takes 7 margin calls. Okay. Tomorrow doesn't pay anything. It is just there. The other day it pays the last 4, which means to pay the 7, it pays the 6th and the 5th. It will pay this 3. And I get, let me say $25. That means I have covered almost 2.5 days of my profit, of my estimation, my trade profit, what I want. Which means I have no problem with this coin, even if it goes for a week. I have no issue with it. It is paying me because it's paying me what I want in a trade. So I'm okay with it. It will not bother me at all. Why? I just need to sell 10 coins in a month, 10 to 12 with $10, which means I expect to get $300 to $320 on average. So if this one is delivering 10 every day, which means I may get more than even what I thought I would get. I don't know if I may have delivered this point home properly. I'm saying I want to sell 10 to 12 coins a month. And my profit in a trade, I want $10 per trade or per signal. Okay. So if I have a coin and it goes for 5 days, 5 days, and it is giving me $7 to $8 a day through margin calls, that is okay. If I add up this money in a week, it will be more than what I expect to get in a month. You get the point? So I may end up earning $500 just within this coin. And it has happened several times. I've done that many times. Why? I set my targets low. Low targets. Even if you have capital of 5,000, it doesn't guarantee you that you will get $200 every day. There's no guarantee, my friend. Better you set your targets at $25 every day. But you don't work. A target is not what you work for. No, it's what you expect. You can get 100. Very good. You say these are 4 days covered. So even if you don't work for the next 4 days, already your targets have been hit 4 times. You get the point? So this is the kind of thing I'm trying to put in your mind, that you set your targets low so that you can get good profits. And this will help you to control your emotions. Because you expect a lot from the coin and doesn't deliver, you get frustrated. So set the targets low and it will help you to control your emotions. Okay. So we have looked at other 3 points. We have looked at emotions. And point number 4 was robot settings. Maybe anyone take us through what he has learned from these 2 slides that we have gone through. Unmute yourself and tell us what you've learned for the moment. We have maybe 2-3 slides to finish. So far, you have covered 5 points why you don't make profits, all the points you need to work upon to improve your profits. So I'll take that you're all fine with the points. So we have the last point here, which is skill and team building. We need a skill. Learn as much as you can how crypto business operates, and RoyalQ in particular. Attend trainings and presentations like this one. Be there. Make research on YouTube, crypto news. There are books written. Just get the knowledge from anywhere. Consult those we think have succeeded in crypto and they know the RoyalQ operation. That's very good. Then build your team. Try to build a team. Invite new people as much as you can. Help your downliners. If you have a team, help them to come up. This will help you also. develop a marketing strategy of your business. Have a plan for your business. Where do you want your business to go? What is your intention? That is one of the way that you can improve our profits in the Royal Queue. So this reaches us here, and I told you, remember, Royal Queue is your worker. The robot is your servant to you. So you need to be kind and polite with the robot. Binance is your bank. TradingView is the supervisor. This TradingView is supervisor, why? It shows you when and how to buy. You cannot go into Royal Queue without this TradingView. You must see first what the supervisor is telling you, buy this coin. That is the supervisor. It will give the signal to Royal Queue. Royal Queue will go to the bank and pick the money and buy. But all in all, you are the boss. So all these three are yours. They belong to you, which means you must control these things very well. This is the business. And that brings us to the end of this presentation. Any reviews, any recaps, any comments, any suggestions, any lessons learned? Unmute 3-4 people and we call it a day.
Hello, members. Should I go first?
Yes, Kabi, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm just appreciating the point you noted out. Most of us, sometimes we trade. It's like we want to cause within a short period of time, you have school fees to pay, you have something to pay, then you say within a week, I need to get profits from this capital. At the end, you feel like your heart wants to pump out. Because you've given a limited time for coin to give you profits, then you feel that pressure. So it's better you trade with calmness, with happiness, without being strict that I want profits within this period of time, which is short. At least give a coin some good space to deliver profits you want.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Any other? Just tell us what you've learned. Just unmute yourself and tell us what you've learned, and then we call it. Just want to know two people that you have got something. That's it. Jacqueline, Appy, welcome. Hope you learned something. Madam Harriet, any comment from your side before we wind up? Leader Osama.
Okay. Yes, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Leader Habib, for the training. And I'm very glad. Every time you share with us, it is an eye-opener to better what we have been having, and then it is taking us to the better place as we are into this business. I always tell people, before you yearn for earning, you have to first learn. It is from the learning that the L is going to go away and you see earning. You can't earn until you have learned. We should learn as much as we can. Every time there is a learning opportunity, even if you have seen a Zoom link has been shared from any other team, from any other group, for as long as it is going to talk about something concerning the business that you are doing, get in, learn, write something down. Don't just attend the Zoom and then you just be there. Have your pen, have your notebook, and learn something, write down something. Friends, let me tell you, this is a new field. It is a new something which has come to us. It is going to stay for a long time, but the earlier we learn and master all its ins and outs here and there, the better, the faster we